This is Katie doing my takeaway for topic 11, for PSY401. So to begin with, Annie's defense for the vague nature of functionalism is one part from the discussion that stood out to me because it was different from what a lot of us said in response to this criticism. Most of us defended the ill-defined nature of functionalism by saying it expanded thought or gave scientists freedom, kind of liberated psychology, and really allowed for eclecticism. Annie took a more logical approach, and she just defended it by simply explaining why it was like that. She just said, well, it's new. Functionalism is. The system is still trying to figure itself out. And that's why it is the way that it is. And I appreciate this argument because it was different from what a lot of us said. And because a critic would have a really hard time, I think, arguing against that. I also really liked how Lindsay defined the nature of functionalism as a lot of times there being no right or wrong answer. This is a neat description of the system because it kind of shows its value in that there are lots of questions for which there is no right or wrong answer, and this is an idea that we accept and we respect today. So it's like, why can't we apply that same idea with the same respect to older concepts? To respect and to value the system that used it. So it's a good illustration of the issue. And then finally, Jennifer's analysis of the James Lange theory of emotion struck me because it helped me to understand the theory, and to point out why James was so important and so lasting even today. She pointed out that this line of thinking was one of the first to acknowledge how interconnected physiology and emotions are. Even today, this is really central to medicine and psychology, and I think that such thoughts about how emotion affects the body and vice versa are only going to grow and become more important as time passes. So the fact that William James was one of the first to make this connection really points out to me why he was one reason why he was such an important figure in our field. So those are some of my takeaways from this week's discussion.